You probably think you know Saturn, a yellow gold planet with pretty rings, floating quietly in the far reaches of the solar system. That's what school taught us. But what they didn't tell you is that Saturn is not quiet. It hums, it breathes, it changes, and it may be hiding something extraordinary beneath its graceful disguise. Far beyond the warmth of the sun, nearly a billion kilometers away from Earth, a colossal world drifts in the darkness, spinning with a rhythm so precise it feels alive. This isn't just another planet. It's a cosmic enigma, a celestial machine, sculpted by forces we barely understand. So tonight, let's go where textbooks stop. Let's uncover what they never told you in school about Saturn. From a distance, Saturn looks peaceful, a painter's dream. Bands of pale gold and icy white circling endlessly. But step closer, and the illusion shatters. Beneath its clouds, chaos reigns. Winds roar at over 1,700 kilometers per hour, faster than any storm ever recorded on Earth. Its upper atmosphere churns like liquid fire, hydrogen and helium colliding in an eternal storm. And unlike the spherical planets we learned to draw as children, Saturn's shape is distorted. It bulges at the equator, flattens at the poles, stretched and compressed by its own furious spin. If you could stand above its north pole, you wouldn't see calmness. You'd see geometry, something impossible. There, swirling in eternal motion, is one of the strangest sights in the solar system. A perfect hexagon, etched into the planet's clouds. Each side is thousands of kilometers long, long enough to fit two entire Earths inside its boundaries. It rotates endlessly, like a gear in a clock that never winds down. Scientists call it an atmospheric wave pattern, but deep down they know it's too perfect. The edges are straight, the angles are precise. It's geometry, in motion. When NASA's Cassini spacecraft first captured it in 2004, the control room fell silent. The images were real but unbelievable. Inside that polygon spins a hurricane larger than our entire planet, a storm so massive that its eye could swallow continents. And here's the mystery. The chemical composition inside the hexagon is completely different from the rest of Saturn's atmosphere, as if the planet is protecting that region or hiding something within. Saturn is a paradox made of gas and gravity. It's 760 times larger than Earth in volume, and yet so light that if there were an ocean vast enough, it would float. A planet that could literally drift on water. That shouldn't be possible. Something that big should crush itself under its own weight. But Saturn defies the rules, again. It spins so fast that a single day there lasts only 10 hours. That rapid spin distorts its shape, twisting the laws of equilibrium. And deep inside, where pressure reaches unimaginable levels, something bizarre is happening. Saturn is shining from within. Unlike the other planets, it emits more energy than it receives from the sun. It glows faintly, as if something buried within is still alive. When we think of Saturn, we think of its rings, shimmering halos made of ice and dust. But those rings, those ancient jewels of the solar system, are disappearing. NASA has confirmed it. The rings are raining down onto the planet. Every half hour, Saturn loses the equivalent of an Olympic-sized swimming pool of material, falling like cosmic snow, invisible but unstoppable. This ring rain isn't just water. It's a chemical cocktail of charged particles, organic compounds, and microscopic rock fragments. Each droplet carries the story of a world billions of years old, now dissolving into its own planet. In less than 100 million years, the rings will be gone. A blink in cosmic time. And when that happens, Saturn will lose the very thing that makes it beautiful. A planet once wrapped in glory will fade into anonymity. And here's the haunting question. Why are we alive right now during the short era when Saturn wears its rings? What are the odds that humanity appeared in the precise moment to witness them before they vanish forever? Coincidence or cosmic choreography? But not all is fading. In certain seasons of Saturn's orbit, the rings themselves begin to behave. Strangely, dark streaks appear, translucent shadows called spokes, like phantom rays sliding across the icy bands. They appear and vanish without warning. They're not dust, not shadow, not lightning. They seem to hover above the rings, suspended by invisible forces. Some scientists believe they are caused by electrically charged particles interacting with Saturn's magnetic field. Others whisper they're part of something much larger, perhaps even a programmed system within the planet's electromagnetic network. Because here's what's unsettling. These phenomena occur periodically, synchronized with Saturn's tilt and sunlight cycle, as if something within the planet knows when to reveal itself. The rings might not be just debris. They could be a mechanism, a vast cosmic instrument still performing a function we can't yet decipher. Every planet emits radio waves, but Saturn's are peculiar. They fluctuate in rhythm, like music, carrying modulated pulses that shift with magnetic storms. The Cassini spacecraft once detected patterns so regular they seemed encoded, like data. Some frequencies even matched natural harmonics, the kind found in human music. At first, scientists dismissed it as coincidence. But then, something else emerged. The signals were strongest whenever the hexagon rotated directly beneath the probe, as if the pole itself was speaking, through vibration, through resonance, through rhythm. Was it random? Or was Saturn, in some unfathomable way, communicating? Long before telescopes or spacecraft, ancient civilizations looked up and saw Saturn not as a planet, but as a god. The Romans called him Cronus, the devourer of time. In Mesopotamia, he was a silent observer of the heavens, a being that watched but rarely acted. Even in early astronomy, Saturn was considered the limit, the outermost known world, the guardian of the stars beyond. And now, millennia later, science is beginning to echo what mythology once whispered, that Saturn might be more than a dead world, that it could be a living system, pulsing, changing, transmitting. Not conscious in a human sense, but purposeful. Look closer, and Saturn seems caught in a slow act of self-destruction. Its rings are falling, its storms are expanding. Its hexagon spins endlessly without rest. It burns with energy it shouldn't have. Why? Because Saturn is old, very old, older than many of the moons that orbit it. And as time passes, it's devouring its own children. Yes, some of Saturn's inner moons are gradually spiraling inward, doomed to be torn apart by its gravity and added to the rings. The planet eats what it creates, a cosmic Ouroboros, the serpent consuming its own tail. Saturn shouldn't glow, and yet it does. Its internal heat exceeds all predictions, radiating energy that doesn't match any known model of planetary physics. It's as if something beneath the clouds is generating power, a hidden furnace, or perhaps an ongoing reaction that we've never witnessed elsewhere. Some researchers have suggested helium rain, falling through metallic hydrogen deep inside the core, releasing vast amounts of heat. Others wonder if it's something even stranger, nuclear resonance or a process unknown to science. Whatever it is, Saturn continues to shine from within, long after logic says it should have gone dark. It's not just reflecting sunlight, it's alive with energy. Here's something a few people know. Saturn affects Earth. Its magnetic field, vast and far-reaching, stretches across millions of kilometers, subtly influencing the flow of charged particles in the outer solar system. Even our planet's auroras flicker in harmony with Saturn's radio emissions. It's as if both worlds are part of a larger symphony, connected by unseen currents of energy. When Cassini measured those frequencies, it found repeating intervals, not random noise, but pulses like a cosmic heartbeat. Perhaps that's all it is, natural rhythm, born of physics and rotation. Or perhaps we're hearing the universe itself breathing. On September 15th, 2017, after 13 years orbiting Saturn, the Cassini spacecraft took its final plunge. It dove straight into the planet's atmosphere, transmitting data until its signal went silent. As it fell, Cassini detected chemical anomalies, strange molecules that shouldn't have existed in such abundance. Complex organics, the building blocks of life. And then, within minutes, it was gone. Vaporized. But before its destruction, Cassini sent back one final image. Saturn's hexagon, framed in gold light. A symbol, maybe, or a message. That even in death, Saturn remains a mystery. Maybe Saturn isn't a machine or a god or an alien construct. Maybe it's a mirror. A mirror reflecting our endless need to find meaning in chaos. For centuries, we've looked at Saturn and seen ourselves. Our beauty, our fragility, our obsession with symmetry and order. We want the universe to make sense. But Saturn reminds us that it doesn't have to. It can be elegant and violent, perfect and chaotic, alive and dying, all at once. So what is Saturn? A dying giant? A cosmic clock? A beacon of mathematics written in storms? Or something far more profound? A natural intelligence born not of biology but of gravity, magnetism, and